I settled into bed, eager to get started with my new reading material, but Mai was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the pages of a notebook. Every few minutes she released a long, drawn-out sigh as the lead of her pencil whined against the paper. I lowered my book and took the bait. Is something wrong, Mai? She let out another dreary sigh. I hope Jirard notices me this year. I hope Senpai notices me. Does Jirard know you like him? Mai whirled around in feigned shock.
What?
I don't like Jirard. I closed my book and set it aside, deciding to play along.
Well...
Have you at least tried talking to him? No. I mean, I have before. Why don't you try again? She bobbed her head from side to side, considering this like it never crossed her mind before. What? People are so weird. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Side to side, I picked my book back up. Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hana?
What?
Nani? Me? No, never. Neither have I. This is so weird. I bet you 10,000 yen that you meet a totally cute boy here and fall in love by the end of the school year. You're crazy. I buried my face in my book, barring Mai from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the year? Oh. Me? If I were a betting kind of girl, I'd take that bet. I awoke the next morning with what felt like a lizard in my throat. Mai was already up, shuffling to her school bag with an enigmatic grin. The first day of school.
Hana!
Ah, Jesus. You're finally awake. Her voice sliced through the air like a knife, and I winced. So did I. Oh my god. She was definitely a morning person. Ugh, she seems like she's an everything person. It's time for the first day of school. Aren't you excited? I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. What do you mean? Is something special happening today? Something strange always happens on the first day of school, especially to someone like you. She winked.
What?
Someone like me?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean. No, I don't. She smiled and started messing with a pile of papers on her desk. Shaking my head, I got out of bed and pulled my uniform out of my closet. My palms were sweaty, arms spaghetti. Oh, I'm such an idiot. My palms sweat as I held a gold vest and blue jacket. Is it really possible for things to be different here than they were at home? Well, things are different around everywhere. What if the problem wasn't actually the school? I shook the thoughts out of my head and changed into my uniform. Oh. What is it?
Aww.
You look so cute!
Really?
Heat crept up my neck.
Yeah!
Yeah, completely. Your hair matches your uniform so well. You look like a flower blooming straight out of the ground. She does look kind of cute. Look at her. Look at us. We're all cute. You're all cute. Water stung the back of my eyes, and I turned to start packing my backpack. Why was I getting worked up about something as little as this? I must have gotten less sleep than I thought. Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just happy. How dumb was that? I started crying at the first sign of someone being nice to me. I took a deep breath to steady my nerves. What an oddly menacing all the air left my lungs and something like horse hooves slammed against my back. You'll do just fine. Don't worry. This is going to be awesome. I stiffly peered over my shoulder. That was you?
What?
Mai stood behind me, her hand raised. Somehow she had the strength of a bodybuilder. Nothing. It's fine. I was just about to zip my bag up when I spotted the book Sash gave me lying on my nightstand. The Princess Betrothed. He said that if I ever needed to be transported somewhere far away, I could take it with me. It was pretty good so far. Maybe it would be smart to bring it along, just in case. I had no one to talk to between class periods. Would I need it for my first day of class? But what if I... But what if I, like, lose it in between classes? I would rather have it here in my room. No, today would be a great day. I couldn't give up before I even started. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go! Stick with me and you'll be fine. Mai opened the door and together we stepped into the hallway, merging into a steady flow of chittering girls and fruit-flavored perfume. Oh my, I didn't know we lived on the same floor. No way, really? That's so awesome. Now we'll be able to catch up. Whatever happened between you and... The river of girls shifted as we headed down the stairs. Suddenly I found myself surrounded by a bunch of people I didn't know.
What a jerk.
Mai's exclamations faded into the buzz of voices in the air. Oh no. What would I do if I got separated? Anxiously I searched the crowd of girls for Mai, but I couldn't find her. Everyone was dressed in the same Asagao uniform. It was difficult to tell anyone apart, and being so short really didn't help the situation. And as we turned the last corner down the stairwell, I saw a flash of red hair a little ways in front of me. Uh-oh. Mai? I reached between two girls and tapped her on the shoulder. Nope. Oh, who are you? Uh-oh. The girl's eyes flashed almost like a jolt of electricity shot through them. I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else. She said nothing and turned away. Before I knew it, I stood outside of Primrose's house, watching the flow of girls disperse across campus. Mai was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't even hear her chirpy voice. Oh man. I took a deep breath, biting my lip. This wasn't a big deal. I could go to class alone. But I didn't even know where the building was. I reached into my backpack and dragged out my class schedule. Homeroom. 206 Poppy Hall? Which one was Poppy Hall again? Weren't the classrooms on the other side of campus? I picked a direction and began to walk, trying to ignore my rising panic at the thought of arriving late to the first day of class. As a third year where no one knew me, all of the people were staring. Hey, you look a little lost. Someone called out to me and I turned around, almost jumping for joy. Oh my god, it's Tran! When I froze a Normal Boots jacket, he was part of the Normal Boots Club? I could practically feel my tongue swelling in my mouth. If this was a Normal Boots Club member, I had to make a good impression. Slap him in the face. Hurry! He was one of the founders, right? Then he must be JonTron. Yes, I'm new. I don't know where Poppy Hall is. You're a freshman? No problem. My class is in Poppy Hall. I'll walk you there.
Really?
That would be wonderful. Thank you. Was this really happening? He began walking toward a large brick building in an enthusiastic manner, pumping his arms up and down like he was some kind of show tune. I guess like the Nathan, what is his name? Nathan Lane? Whatever. Timon from, Lion King. I fell into step beside him. I didn't notice it when Mai pointed him out to me yesterday, but JonTron had big brown eyes and a warm-looking face. He was basically a human puppy. Yeah, he kind of is. I glanced up at him at the corner of my eye. No, it's A bird. A bird on his shoulder. Birds always made me uncomfortable. Something about the ease with which they could poke out someone's eye. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Is something wrong? Why did you stop? No, nothing's wrong. He followed my gaze to the bird on his shoulder.
Hey!
Oh, this is Jock. Isn't he cute? Nice to meet you. It spoke? Yeah. He put his hand on his shoulder. Jock jumped into his palm. Jock is a robot bird, see? Hello. Destroy all humans. Jock's eyes gleamed a dangerous red when he spoke, but nothing else suggested he wasn't a normal bird. In fact, if I hadn't known better, I would have said the red in his eyes was painted on. That's amazing. Jock twitched his head to the side, examining me in return. The more he looked at me, the less afraid I was. What are you looking at?
What?
What? Nothing. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Jacques can be a little sassy. Who are you calling sassy? I am not the sassy one. I don't forget to feed you. Jacques, that was one time. I was alone and starving in the frozen tundra of this empty world. Loveless. Afraid. Oh god, that's so good. Ignore him. I've been bringing him with me to the drama club, and he's taken a little too well to it. I see how this is. Shut me out like I have nothing to add to the conversation. Oh my god. I just have to do the robot voice. Cheese pizza. Cheese pizza. Yes. Yes, cheese. Okay. Sorry. If you don't understand that reference, it's fine. Jacques took his place on John's shoulder, this time facing away from us, as if miffed. We resumed our walk towards Poppy Hall. I'm John, by the way. Call me John. Hana, nice to meet you.
Hana?
That's a cute name. Nani? What? Thank you. So, how long have you had Jacques? Since middle school. We've been together for 4 years now. Ain't that right? I'm not listening. Yeah, well... I love him to death. I don't know what I'd do without him. It seemed like life would be a lot easier without him, but who was I to say? We arrived at the brick building. A white sign surrounded by poppies declared it to be, unsurprisingly, Poppy Hall. Which room are you in? Room 206?
Really?
Seriously? Yes. That's my homeroom. We're in the same class. John laughed and clasped me on the shoulder. It's so funny listening to all these people that I watch and like hearing them do voice acting stuff for this fan game. That's so good. Wonderful! I guess I'll be seeing more of you then, right?
Yeah.
Right. Together we entered Poppy Hall. Poppy Hall was lined with fluorescent lights and Asagao blue lockers. The lack of students milling around in the hallway indicated we were a bit late. We ran up the stairs and made it to the classroom just as the bell rang. My heart caught in my throat. Thankfully, the teacher hadn't come yet. Instead, students clumped into tight pods and milled around the classroom, catching up on vacation news.
John.
Thank you so much for showing me the class, John.
See you later.
No problem. I'll see you around. He waved and disappeared in the wriggling mass of students. I glanced around the room, looking for an empty seat.
Hana.
Hana! Mai peeled herself out from between a cuddling couple. Was that JonTron? Were you just talking to JonTron? Yeah. Hell yeah. I would freak out if I saw JonTron too. Mai's eyes widened. And I couldn't help feeling a little smug. I realized I didn't know the way to class after you and I got separated, and he offered to walk with me. Yep. Yes. JonTron walked you to class? Oh my gosh, you have to tell me everything. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Yep, the journal glitched out. Okay, so let's just take a moment to... Whoa, what? How do I have points already? Anyway. Dear Diary, today is the day I finally go to Asagao Academy. I couldn't sleep at all last night. When Dad dropped me off at the train station, he held my hand and stroked my hair. You look like your mother did, he said, but he didn't elaborate. I miss Mom. I miss Dad. But hopefully, this will be my fresh start. Things seemed to go well yesterday, and thank goodness for that. I seem to have somehow made a friend named Mai, and she's really cute. I'm lucky to have her on my side. She seems so popular and kind. Aside from that, I ran into this group of guys called the Normal Boots Club. They're really popular. I wonder whether I can get in with them too. Okay. She grabbed me by the wrist and pulled me to an empty desk in the back corner of the room, right next to the window. I saved you a seat. I slid in and took off my backpack, hooking it on the right side of my desk. I was a little worried the books inside were too heavy for the bag to handle, but so far it held up well. Sorry we got separated, by the way. It can get a little chaotic sometimes. So, tell me, what happened? What did he say? What did he smell like? Does he have a peach fuzz? Is it rough? Wait, what? These are very important questions I'm asking. You need to answer them. Was his hair super silky, or did it have the roughness of a dog's coat? I would say it. Maybe somewhere in between. I don't know. Before I could answer, the door in the front of the room. Before I could answer, the door in the front of the room slid open, and a tall woman strolled in. The class went quiet and obediently slid into their seats. My heart beat furiously, blood rushing through my ears.
Class?
What? Good morning, class. Oh, wait, hold on. Good morning, class. Okay. The teacher's melodious voice swam through the room, calming the buzzing hive of students back from break. My shoulders relaxed and my fear ebbed away. I am your teacher, Shizuka Wakahisa. You may call me Miss Shizuka. The emphasis she placed on the word led me to believe calling her Mrs. wasn't a mistake she would take lightly. Oh, hello, puppy. Some of you might have noticed that we have a new student this semester. A hail of murmurs passed through the class. Some people glanced at me. Oh